All right, let's get going and try to finish this Installfest. The next hour and 20 minutes, I don't expect you to know specifically what we're doing and why we're doing it, what we're doing. Just I want to let you know that this is the necessary software that we need to set you guys up for the next 12 weeks. And it's okay if you don't understand anything. Just follow along the best you can. And it's okay if you fall behind too. But here we go. So does everyone have this pulled up on their laptop? Everyone? Okay, cool. So, right. Okay. So under curriculum, are you right here? Just click, it's in this complete Installfest. And then just scroll down. We're going to skip Visual Studio Code settings first. And we're going to this code, right, code section. So this is a command that we're going to install for our terminal or in Visual Studio Code that will, when you just type in code in the terminal in whatever file or directory name, it's going to open automatically up into VS Code. So I'm going to show you it now. So if you go into Visual Studio Code, where are we at? Business. And click the link in a new window. You can right click and open link in new tab, or hold command and click the link and it'll automatically open up in another window. Follow these instructions all the way down to restarting the terminal. So open up the command palette, type in code, shell command, install code command in path. Then relaunching. And what that will do is if you just type in code, you don't have to do this right now. I just want to kind of show you what it does. It will open up a file of whatever you're working in directly into VS Code. These are commands you're going to slowly get used to using day in, day out. All right, next, we're going to install Homebrew if it's not already installed. It's essentially a package manager for your Mac OS, for the Mac. It allows you to, it turns your Mac into an actual developing machine. So remember iTerm? If you open up iTerm 2, and you just highlight which brew and copy it in the terminal. If you see this, you're good to go. To the terminal. iTerm 2. So that's what we installed. In order to access a application on your Mac, if you hold Command space, it's going to bring on the spotlight. If you type in iTerm 2, it should show up. somewhere.
Where'd you install Homebrew?
It's not installed yet. So
All you do is type in which brew.
yeah, just to see which homebrew version you have
I press enter
in your command line.
yes, maybe I messed up.
So you're type in CD and just click enter.
And then which brew?
Yeah, which brew? See what happens. Does anything happen? So if you don't see that, if you don't see like this after typing in which brew, if you don't see that, you can copy this and run it. And copy it into your terminal. Is anybody seeing the bin? Sorry.
I see nothing.
Has anybody seen it? No.
Already ready to install it in the next line.
Type CD. So if you don't see that,
Yeah, so I copy and paste it. Now it's
installing. Yeah. Copy and paste. So a lot of you guys don't see that. Whatever. Copy and paste this next line into your terminal, like here, and click enter. It should run.
So I think my OS is too old.
For iTerm, what OS do you have?
And
Yeah. So,
you have to update.
yeah, have you updated your map in a while?
I was supposed to do that. This one?
A lot of them aren't seeing this user local bin brew. So they have to install it. Is that normal?
Yeah, I think I got it.
A lot of them aren't seeing it.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you has anybody done the install?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a little while. So.
Not for iTerm 2. Like, have you opened iTerm 2?
What's the difference between terminal and iPhone?
I mean, they're different applications on your computer.
You just take it to the terminal?
iTerm is a little fancier, has more options.
Oh,
iTerm is terminal is the built-in.
So now that we've done that, should we do the brew update, brew doc?
Yes. Yeah. So once you've successfully installed it, you're going to want to do brew update, just so make sure you have the latest version of Homebrew. And then also after that, run brew doctor to make sure it's all. You're going to probably see some errors, most likely. So if type in brew update, might take a while.
Yeah, but since I had just actually installed it,
You have to update it. And then just run brew doctor.
That's where I'm at right now. So that's telling a bunch of stuff.
if you run Brew Doctor and you get a bunch of errors, or not a bunch of errors, if it lists a bunch of stuff out, you'll kind of want to try to resolve them, but it's not 100% necessary. What's that? Right. Yeah.
It shows me having three.
Okay, so that's still that doesn't see this. Without the yeah. Without don't include the dollar sign.
Usually warnings are essential, but they are good to read. If it's an error, it's an error. If it's a warning, you can ignore it.
Well, there is.
Right, yeah, well, it's actually show you how you
Oh. Okay. Okay, cool, sorry.
Okay, and it doesn't tell you what to do to solve it, which is a good sign. If it does, then you might want to follow it,
but otherwise,
but you don't have to. These warnings are just used to help the container. The foundation. Everything you use fine. You don't worry about it. So, if you want, you can take a screenshot of it and save it somewhere.
Shift command.
Alright. And Homebrew just allows you to like customize packages and versions of like specific software that's on your laptop.
I just had
And that's
10,000.
All the instructions we're ordering right now are actually on
this is actually so
You should probably do
the. We need all.
unbrewed header file and found there.
I figured I could solve it.
if you type in brew clean. Did you do Homebrew or Brew Doctor? What'd you type?
Yeah, that was Brew Doctor.
Okay, if you do brew cleanup, type in brew cleanup.
Yeah.
Just run that command.
Sure. Do it.
It'll be the password to your laptop. Yeah.
Okay. And it's not going to give you some spectacular.
Yeah, so I don't. It just told it gave me like a kind of a warning. It never didn't tell me to do.
That's
as far as like deleting, but it's like
yeah, it's fine. You don't have to do a word about it.
So brew cleanup didn't work.
What it's okay. I want to.
Brew cleanup in one word, right?
Yeah.
Cleanup. Yeah, just.
I'll get it.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's that's fine. And you're good.
That should be okay.
Yeah. Because I got it in the same files. That's a long. Yeah. These will list, but then there'll be another subsection that says warning, and the warning will be highlighted in bold, and then it'll list it another file.
That's where that's nothing underneath.
Yeah.
There's my one.
Yeah. That's all right. Unless. All right, we're going to move on. So we're going to be adjusting the homebrew, like the path for homebrew. So we're going to look at our current path. So if we just copy and paste this echo, don't include the $sign, don't include the $sign, into our terminal. But if you type clear in your terminal, it'll clear everything to go up. So I'm typing echo that one line. And if it looks, you got user, local bin, user bin, like if it goes into like in this order, you'll be good. I think it's actually these first three. It's users / your name for your laptop / bin. So and then the second one, users / local / bin, and then user / bin. Should be good. It's like these three, and well, that one. Like something like that. If it's totally out of whack,
I have the three, and those are. I just don't have one that actually has like user like.
it actually might be these.
Yeah, so like I had those three right there.
Yeah.
But then before that, I had like library frameworks.
Yeah, that's
framework,
I've got that. Yeah. So I've got these. I think it's these three. If you have these threes in order, Mike, is that right?
Yeah.
For like adjusting the path, it's just these three. I think so.
Yeah, mine are in those lines.
Yeah. So right here, so ensure that user local bin comes before the bin. It's like right here. Is everyone? Does it come like that?
It's in that order, yeah.
Okay, then you should be good. So you're gonna have other stuff in there as well.
Okay.
So like kind of like mine, I've got like Python. And,
Yeah, because I got
yours is so weird.
This is weird.
I got someone like.
You know your password?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
But I did have those three in the same.
Okay. Yeah. Start over. Enjoy that. Okay. So if you go off. So when you
There you go.
So just type in your password, and it's not going to show up. So when you type in when your password thing comes up in your terminal, and it's got the little key. You type in your password, like the characters don't show. It's still recording what you're typing. So make sure you type it right.
Yeah, I just pressed like the first part of it, and I was like, it's not working. I pressed enter just to make sure.
So
Mine are in order. I don't have that top. I'm not that bottom one. That's fine.
yeah, as long as you have this user local bin comes before a user bin and bin. So that's good. Then we'll have to mess with it coming up. So yeah, so if it doesn't, if it doesn't, you can open up your bash. You found it. Cool. Okay, next we're going to install SQL Lite 3. All we have to do is brew install this one, and then we're also going to install Postgres. So just,
That was
yeah, so here's pop up.
No, it's just a bunch of stuff I don't understand.
Yeah. We don't expect you to understand specifically what's happening on the machine. We're just installing all the software.
Do we know it worked correctly?
If nothing breaks.
Well, how do we know if something
Is it useful to
actually come up
learn,
with
or is it even feasible to try to figure out what all this stuff means, or what's happening?
Right now, it's just literally just installing the software on your machine, but we're going to be getting into, like, we're going to be using the software, like Postgres and SQL. Like Postgres is a database that we're going to be storing data on your local machine and build apps. Same with SQLite.
So start copying and pasting these commands after doing installing Postgres.
Yeah, hold on before we get there. Does everyone have Postgres installed? Cool. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So yeah, Postgres is just a way where it's a database in which we can interact with the database on our laptop. So we're installing Postgres. So now we're going to copy and paste the next two commands in a terminal. Just do one at a time. First one, then click enter, and then launch, load, enter. And all this does is every time you boot up your laptop, it's going to run Postgres in the background. It's going to run that server in the background. Doesn't take up much memory or processing power, so it's really light. So instead, you normally have to like restart the server every single time. But
Same with these, you know, they work because.
yeah, it's like a bunch of errors.
just goes.
It just installs and then just goes back to the command line, the root directory. And we're making pretty good time. So, does everyone have Postgres installed? And those?
Where's his name?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, after- Those two commands would have.
Nothing. Yeah, you shouldn't see it.
Just got-
Yeah, it's I think it's actually just setting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just setting.
Here's the same.
Remote students can speak up
No,
too.
no,
if
you just type it
You're
in.
not at the same place.
Nice.
Yeah, remote students, if you have anything, wave your hand or just speak up and just unmute yourself and say, I have a question or something. And it's okay if you fall behind a little bit. That's what today is for. We're going to make sure everything's set up before you leave today.
That's not it.
No, like just,
So,
unless you want to.
that's it. Oh, that's a command, and this is the opposite.
Oh.
And we're making good time. So
Oh, okay.
I think it'd be helpful. Oh yeah, and there, just so you know, there are mice over there in that other room that you guys can grab. I'm not sure if the batteries work or not, but I'm sure we can if they don't. Yeah. And a cheap mouse on Amazon's like $10. So that's what I usually use. There you go. But yeah, I mean, there's a dozen of them back there, and they're about. I think they're on Bluetooth.